Rough night?
I can't believe we're burying a body.
My friends and I sort of murdered someone.
Oh.
I know who's in the grave now. It wasn't until recently I found out. So I have been on pins and needles pretty much the entire shoot. We've been guessing as to who we bury. Perhaps. Do I know who killed this person? I sure do. Yeah.
Was it Alice?
I'm not at liberty to say. I think you'll have more fun not knowing and trying to figure it out. Yes, I hope this show sparks a lot of theories. I hope everybody picks a different character to be like, they did it, no, they did it in every episode. As I do when I read the episodes, I'm like, no, it's gotta be this person. No, it definitely happened this way. Yes, I think we'll all be guessing for a while. It is. It's very much Desperate Housewives, Big Little Lies, Bad Sisters had a love child. And it is Grosse Pointe Garden Society. Alice definitely trusts Brett. I think they're two peas in a pod. They're buddies. But things get shaken up throughout the season. So, you'll just have to wait and see what happens between them. I think Doug and Alice, they are college sweethearts. They're married. They are both artists at heart, but they're at a place in their marriage where they have to start being grown-ups and making grown-up choices. And sort of, do they go after their dreams and disrupt their comfortable life, or do they stay put and sort of settle in a way? And so they're sort of at this negotiating place in both of their lives and within their marriage of figuring out who they are as individuals and who they are together. And they also, Alice starts to finger point a little bit, and I think it spirals a little bit out of control.
Okay, because we get a little sprinkle of that, but so we're gonna dig more into that relationship.
Yeah, we'll definitely see more of what happens between Alice and Doug and the sort of tipping point of their relationship, and will they stay together? Will they be able to stay together, or do they fall apart? So it's kind of the ups and downs of marriage, but in a much more dramatic, heightened state.
Well, and he could be in the ditch. We don't know.
He could be.
Yeah, he's one of the ones that it could be.
We don't know. Is it dug in the ground? We're not sure.
Yeah, hope not. He seems like a decent guy, but maybe not. We never know.
You never know the fullness of a character, I think that's one of my favorite parts of the show, is that it's very much apt for a garden. Everybody wants to present all beautiful and flowery on top, but there's a lot of rotting and secrets and dirt underneath. Brett definitely has feelings for Alice. We have a nice little love triangle going. We love a TV love triangle.
Yep.
Brett, Alice, Doug, and who knows where they'll end up. But I think some people will be, when I'm reading the episodes, I'll be rooting for Brett or Doug or Alice, or I'm like, they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have said that. But then you kind of, you understand also where they're coming from because they're written like real people. I think that's also one of my favorite parts of the show, is the writing is really funny, but they feel like real people. It's true to themselves, and the way that those relationships develop is authentic. And so it's fun to play those scenes and see where our showrunners, our brilliant showrunners, Bill and Jenna, where they take these relationships.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in watching the first episode, Ben Rappaport definitely feels like a prince of yearning with Brett a little bit.
A prince of yearning?
Yeah.
I love that term. That's so sweet.
He's quickly rising in the ranks a little bit. There's a couple little glances that I'm like, oh, this really it hurts. The yearning. We love yearning though.
I know, we love a prince of yearning. Brett is definitely, and I think that's why Alice and Brett are such close friends, is because both of them have these dreams and aspirations, but they don't necessarily come from means, and they're just trying to figure it out, but they're both rooting for each other. They're both wanting the best for each other, and they sort of, you know, share beers after gardening about like what they wish their life was like. We'll start to see more of how Alice feels about Brett and their relationship throughout the course of the season, and sort of how decisions that Brett makes and Alice make, how it affects their friendship. And I think we all can relate to those, you know, friends where you're so close it's like your family, but those also become really not dangerous relationships, but sacred, where you have to be really careful with each other's hearts, because you each hold so much of it. Unfortunately, she loses both her dog and her job. It's really, I remember when I read it for the first time, I was like, someone shot the dog?
Yeah.
This is a golden retriever, no less, and he doesn't have rabies. Yeah. I'm heartbroken for her. And we have pictures all over the set of Molly, the dog, very cute golden retriever. Alice loses her dog, and she goes on a kick to try to figure out who shot her dog. Alice feels like she's in the right for basically going after who she thinks shot her dog, and ends up losing her job. However, so it gives her this opportunity to maybe go after and pursue her dreams, but it's also this free-falling, you know, where when anyone loses their job, it's like, okay, maybe I could pursue what I really want, or oh no, now I'm broke, and how do I keep moving my life forward? And so she's sort of at this shocking place that she did not expect to be. Yeah. And it's also really sad. Like, she lost her dog, her job, her husband's sort of falling apart. Like, her life is just sort of imploding.